Hi, welcome to Alaskan in the Philippines, currently in Thailand. Today I thought I'd talk about my exercise program. I was inspired by one of the commenters asked about it, so it's really a basic resistance training. I just do it in my room. Actually, mostly it starts off with walking. I walk every morning, every evening. I probably walk 2 hours a day on average. I actually never drive anywhere, ever. I walk everywhere I go. And that kind of helps a lot. And then my exercise in the room, I come back after a walk and I'll now do my exercises. And that usually just amounts to, I'll do toe raises, raise up on my toes. That works the soleus muscle in your calves, and it gives you nice, better calves too. But that soleus muscle in there, it burns blood sugar. They did a study on it and they found out that only that muscle too, and it's inside your calf, and it burns blood sugar. You can actually do exercises by just raising up your toes, like I'm doing it right now. You can't see it, but you can sit and do it and it'll burn your blood sugar. And if you're at an office job or something and you need to do that, it's a good idea to do that. It's actually proven. But anyway, I'll be standing and I'll go up on my toes. And I'll do 30 of those. I'll do 150 of them in sets of 30. I think it comes out to, I'll do like 4 or 5 sets, I think, 4 or 5. And then after that, then I'll do squats. I'll squat down. It's kind of important that you got to position your legs right so you're not wearing out your knees. You got to spread your legs a bit and go down like you're going to sit down and sit like on your bed. And I go have my bed underneath me. And I sit down and just touch my butt to the mattress and stand back up. And that's a squat for me. And if you fail, if you have to, back gives out, you're going to fall on the bed anyway. You don't have to touch it, but just go close enough. And that's what I do. And I'll do sets of 30 of those. And again, I'll add it up to 150, 4 or 5 sets, I forget. And then after that, then I'll do crunches. And I don't do them on the floor because it hurts my back on a hard surface. So I go back on the bed and I just go up and touch. I don't touch, I just come close, squat, pulling your legs up and your head up at the same time. And it kind of works your midsection. I still got a bit of a belly I could do more. I need to get rid of. That's from eating bad though, that ain't from non-exercising. Yeah. So then, after I'll do 50 of those. I'll do 3 sets of 50 of those. And I worked my way up to it too. I just didn't start off with that. I've been exercising for a bunch of years, I'm not a crazy weightlifter or nothing like that. But then, and I don't use weights. Back in Alaska, I had a short little curling bar with like 10 or 15 pounds. I use that. That's the only weight I'll ever use is when I do curls. So then after I do my crunches, and then I'll do push-ups. And that I worked myself up to too. I used to start off doing 20 of them, or as many as I could do. And you got to be careful with that. That's how I got a hernia, was doing push-ups, struggling on a push-up with a full stomach of food. That was where I screwed up. I just ate and I was doing push-ups. That was bad. And that's how I got a hernia. Of course, I put a belt on the hernia and exercised for another 2 years before I got it fixed here in Thailand. But that's another subject. That's not a good idea. I'm not a very smart man, so these guys don't take every bit of my advice, that's for sure. But anyway, now I've worked myself up to, I do 100 push-ups sets. I watched Mike Metzger once on YouTube, Stupid Me. And he's a steroid user, but he's a bodybuilder. And they asked him, what's your workout routine? He says he just goes to failure, and then he's done. What else can you do? He says those last few exercises tear the fiber. The last few push-ups tear the muscle fiber, and it'll be built back better next time, and you'll gain muscle. And then the recovery period, And then that's how he built muscle, and he was a bodybuilder. So I thought, hey, that made sense. And I didn't want to waste too much time exercising, just get it over with. So I started doing maxing out and going to failure. And that's not a good idea. That's how I got the hernia, like I said. So now I do a set of 100. I'll do 3 sets of 100. And I'll do a few extra just in case my push-up wasn't that perfect. Last time I'll do 100. And sometimes I've done, if I go full max out, I could probably do 150 or more. I don't do that anymore. I can, once in a while I try, but I haven't in a while. Last I think I did 150. But yeah, do whatever you can, and it don't have to be push-ups, you know. Do them on your knees, you know, if you're overweight or obese or something, get on your knees and do girls push-ups. I do that. That's what I did when I had my hernia recovery. I did girls push-ups. That didn't stress my midsection or anything too, and it was easier. So do that, you know. Don't be ashamed if you can't even do 1 or 5, you know. Just do what you can. Push off a wall too or something. It'll help. And just get moving. Like I said, do the solidest push-ups. And then after that, I'll do curls. I'll do 30, 20, no, I'll do sets of 25 curls. And I'm just using my backpack. It's got a handle on top. It's got the straps, but it's got a little handle. You can pick it up on top. And I just put a laptop and a couple of kilos of other stuff. It's probably 15 pounds, 10 or 15. And I do a set of 25 of those. I'll do 100 of them. So 4 sets of 25. And that's it. That's my exercise routine. It ain't much. My neighbor here, he goes down into the pool every day and he swims, and then walking on the beach. It's real nice here. I can walk on the beach. I really like that. Every morning I walk up, but I walk the whole length of the beach, whatever beach there is. Sometimes the tide's high, you know, and you can't. But I walk as much as I can, and then I can cut right up off the beach and go to the main road, and I can walk that down in the shadow. So the walking's real nice, and I like to do it. A lot of you guys got jobs and stuff, you can't do it. You know, you're working, you got kids and family at home to be. So yeah, I understand how it can be, you know, do what you can. Jog in place at home if you can. I'm not a runner, I can't run, I never was. My brother was a runner, but I can't, I really can't. I walk everywhere I go, got a good pace, but I can't run or jog. I never could, I was never good at it. I get winded and a side ache and all that. So basically that is my exercise routine, and I do it every day. I'm 63, gonna be 63 here pretty quick. And that's my routine. And when you're older, you gotta work out every day just to keep your muscle mass of what you have, you know, or you'll waste away. It ain't like there's a recovery period. I tried that every other day, and it seemed like I gained weight and got fat and soft. So I have to do it every day. And you really can't discuss getting into shape and exercise without discussing diet. And keep in mind, I'm not a doctor and I'm not a nutritionist or nothing like that, but I was a trapper, and I had to figure things out for myself. I had to read sign ahead of time. I had to see where that animal was going to be 3 days from now, you know. So I really had to think about things, and I got to watch and observe, watching and observing. And that's what I learned is don't trust the government, the Heart Association, the Diabetes Association. Don't trust them. They're lying to us, just like they did with COVID. It's the same deal. You know, they're trying to sell you meds, you know, same thing. But anyway, going back to diet, don't get me off on that rabbit hole just yet. I may well go back to that 5 times. But yeah, your diet, you know, if you can just give up. I walk down on the beach, and I have to admit that this is an old folks area where mostly are old folks. A lot of them are Russian and Europeans are old. And almost everyone, I'd say 80% or more, have a beer gut and are in terrible shape in their 60s probably. Most of them into their 60s. Very seldom do you see a guy in shape around here. Very seldom. It's a bunch of overweight people, and sad to see, really. And I hear the sirens going by every day. I was thinking, oh, these are all motorcycle accidents, but I'm thinking, maybe not. These might be heart attack victims. I saw one guy go down in a mall in Dumaguete Mall. The guy went down, they reeled him out with a stretcher. Heart failure, looked like. And then another guy I saw here, I didn't mention it, but a couple of months ago, right in front of the 7-Eleven, was a foreigner stretched out on the road, laying there. Looked like he had a heart attack. There were some people helping him. Thais all standing around, they won't go. But there was other foreigners there, and it looked like he went down from a heart attack because he was unconscious, laying there for no reason. There wasn't a motorcycle laying upside down or nothing. So yeah, as we get older, our lifestyle and our diet, our American diet and European diet, is geared towards diabetes for all at the end. There's no way out of it. If you stay on the American European diet, you will become obese, or if not obese, you'll have high diabetes or high blood sugar, and you'll start getting the symptoms of kidney failures, and You'll get the symptoms of diabetes just on a natural diet. The food pyramid is a big lie. And just by eliminating a few foods, you can really, really help yourself. I don't eat rice. I eat pretty much once a day, just once a day. And that, if you can do, a lot of you guys work and can't do that, but I eat once a day, usually around, I try to wait till about 4:30, 5:30, and I'll eat, and I have an eating window. I'll eat as much as I want, and I do overeat, and I stuff myself. But I still don't eat rice, French fries, potatoes, much breads. I'll have a hamburger bun on I'll eat a Whopper, or I'll eat a McDonald's or something, quarter pounder with cheese. I'll eat that bun, but I don't eat bread on toast or any other breads and stuff. No pastries, try to stay away from donuts. And I eat a few, I'll have a cheat day. I'm not strict, I'm not real strict, but I try to stick to that. I haven't eat rice, or I eat a little rice on my sushi. That's about the only time I do it. So stay away from the carbs. Don't drink any sugary drinks. I don't only drink water and green tea. I'll put a little honey in my green tea and some milk. In the morning, I'll have 2 cups of hot green tea. And then other than that, just water all day. I do not drink pop. I used to a little, but I never was a big on it. But yeah, don't drink your carbs. That's a quick way to death right there. Beer included. Beer ain't as bad as pop, but it's still high carb. Some of them are real high carb too. But the idea is you don't want to spike your blood sugar. Try to stay away from processed foods. Things that are processed shoot into you digest them really quickly, and it shoots a surge of sugar into your bloodstream, and your body's got to figure out how to deal with that. And it's going to either burn it off with exercise, or you're going to store it as fat, and it'll store it in bad places like in your heart area and arteries and stuff, and eventually build up plaques into your arteries, and that's where the heart attack comes, when that breaks loose or breaks open or breaks when it pops in your brain, and then you stroke, And it's all 100% avoidable if you just stay away from those carbs. The carbs are what's doing it. They're running their digestive so high and so fast that your insulin just quits, your pancreas quits making insulin. It gives up, and then you become diabetic, insulin resistant, they call it. And usually there's symptoms of that. If you have to pee a lot, if you're waking up at night and you have to pee about 6 times, you're probably insulin resistant. If you look down, you got a beer belly. That's not a beer belly, that's a swollen liver. Your liver is storing fat. Fatty liver, they call it, and it's just like they actually classify it as a non-alcoholic fatty liver, because it's pretty much the same thing the alcoholics get, liver damage, by doing that. But the good news is it's all reversible if you just change simple changes of your diet. Stop eating carbs, eat whole foods. A typical good diet for me, that works for me, is a salad before a steak. And eat a sweet dessert if you want, but don't go crazy on it, and stay away from things like cookies and donuts and stuff. I was eating yogurt and blueberries for dessert, and that's good. I'm a chocolate freak. I have to have chocolate, so I'll eat some chocolate a little bit. I actually used to make my own chocolate back in Alaska. I had cocoa butter. I bought cocoa butter. Had to order everything online. I ordered cocoa butter on eBay, and I'd get cocoa powders. And I'd make my own chocolate. I had molds, put some almonds or walnuts in them. I make nice candy bars, and I could use I forget what kind of sugar it was, erythritol, yeah, fake sugar. Don't spike your blood sugar, and it tasted like good chocolate, better than you could buy actually. So yeah, there's alternatives to that. Berries are a good food for you to eat. They're not high. Fruits are high in sugar too, so you don't want to drink orange juice. They say, oh, orange, that's good for you. No. That's real high in sugar. It's just the same amount of sugar as in a Coke. You're drinking a cup of Coke, the same amount of sugar. So don't do it. It's not good for you. It's like the doctors will tell you, it ain't. There's vitamin C in it, but there's other ways to get your vitamin C. And you really don't need that much anyway. Well, my rant's getting a little long here. I could go on for a 3-hour live stream, and someday I may, because there's been a lot of misinformation. These doctors are lying to you, like with blood pressures, I get my blood pressure checked, and it's through the roof. It's crazy high. It's like 140s, and all the nurses, they come over and go, wow, and you can get it high, 150 and 160 and stuff. But they've been lowering the blood pressure standards. They got it down to where normal is 120 now. And that's not normal. They're just doing it for the drug companies. Yeah, I would, it's my opinion, not a doctor's opinion, but I think they're lying to us, trying to get everybody on blood medications or blood pressure meds. And the same thing with statins. I don't believe in that one bit. I don't believe there's a such thing as bad cholesterol. Cholesterol is in your spit. Your body makes cholesterol. Nothing is bad for you that your body makes. Your tears are not bad for you. Your snot is not bad for you. Your pee is not bad for you. It's just, it's a body will function. Eat all the eggs you want. Eggs are a good source of protein. They have every bit of vitamins and minerals to make a baby chicken. They're absolutely the best thing one of the best foods you can eat. The doctors are telling you, oh, no, bad cholesterol. No, don't believe them. That's my opinion, by the way. So, yeah, I go against the grain just from and I do good on eggs. I eat a lot of eggs. I have my own chickens. I had fresh farm eggs every morning, and it was good. And of course, they're the good for you, too. They really are. They have every nutrient your body needs. Stick with meat, high protein meat diet. That's the best diet. People do good on it. A carnivore diet is probably the best diet. If you got the willpower and you're overweight and you're dying, your diet's killing you, I would suggest going on a carnivore diet. You'll get rid of everything. You'll get rid of all your skin rashes and dry peeling skin and everything. Every other bad bodily problem you had will all miraculously cure itself, including arthritis and things like that. Seed oils, stay away from seed oils. They're the worst things. Cook with animal fats, butter. You can use avocado oil. Avocado is good for you. Eat avocados too. They're good for you too. That's the only fruit you should be eating, avocados, really. And avocado and coconut oil is good to cook with too. Coconut's good too. Coconut oil, butter, lard, pig lard, beef tallow. Those are the ones you want to cook with. Stay away from all the seed oils. Anything that ain't from an animal or an avocado or an olive, don't eat it. It's bad for you. And most restaurant foods are cooked in seed oils. They'll actually give you arthritis. You'll think you have arthritis. There's people that have went into doctors with thinking they had needed knee replacement when it was only it causes inflammation in your knees to the point where you think your knees are out, but they're not. It's the seed oils causing inflammation that's hurting so bad. That's what it is. Your joints, my arthritis got a lot. I don't have it, but I don't. Well, I'm not in a hot, cold climate, but when I was in Alaska, it was hard, painful to bend my fingers. Now here it ain't. That could be the weather too. But yeah, well, those are a few of my ideas and my exercise routine, if nothing else, and a few of my diet tips. Pick a few of them if you want, but if you're in tough shape, and I know many of us are, including me, I'm not great. I weigh myself every day, and I try to stay between 175 and 180, and I can gain real quickly or lose real quickly depending on how I go. So, and it's all fluid retention. This is all you retaining water because of the high carb diet. The carbs retain the water. The carbs mixed with the salt retain the water. But omitting the salt is not the answer. Do not do that. I eat salt. Salt your food to taste. You can't. It's not bad for you. It's not going to clog your arteries. It's a very important electrolyte our body needs. All animals need salt. All of us do. So that's another farce I want to dispel. So yeah, but anyway, it's getting a little long. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one, guys. Be sure to comment too if you disagree or you agree. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.